Hi, Reverend Tony here with a spiritual challenge for the month of February. My spiritual challenge to you for this month is to expand your emotional awareness and your emotional vocabulary. Pick a schedule, once a day perhaps, maybe twice a week or weekly, and stop and pay special attention to how you're feeling or how you felt at some time that day or at some point during that week. You don't need to write this down, but some people may have a much easier time doing this if they do write it down. Try to use the most detailed and nuanced language you possibly can to describe how you felt. Not what you thought, but how you felt. What were your emotions? What were the feelings? Try to go as far beyond simple descriptions such as good or bad, or happy or sad as you possibly can. See if more precisely naming your feelings helps you deal with them or understand them better. If you're looking for words to describe how you feel beyond good, bad, mad, glad, happy, sad, here's just a partial list. Blissful, brave, careful, cautious, clever, concentrated, confident, compassionate, curious, ecstatic, excited, fair, fantastic, friendly, generous, great, helpful, honest, innocent, interested, joyful, kind, love-struck, marvelous, meditative, optimistic, pleasant, quiet, satisfied, serious, surprised, pleased, proud, wonderful, aggressive, agonized, angry, annoyed, arrogant, awful, bored, confused, disappointed, disbelieving, disgusted, enraged, exhausted, frightened, frustrated, grieving, guilty, helpless, horrified, hurt, hysterical, idiotic, indifferent, lonely, lovesick, lost, mischievous, miserable, nasty, nervous, puzzled, sheepish, shocked, smug. Paul Ekman developed a theory that is widely accepted today, that human emotions are recognized across cultures. And there are only a handful of basic human emotions. He names 6: happiness, sadness, fear, surprise, anger, and disgust. Other people have proposed variations on his theory. One variation, based on research done at the University of Glasgow in Scotland, claims there's only 4 emotions, and they merge anger and disgust and fear and surprise from Ekman's 6. Another variation on this theory, proposed by Robert Plutchik, offers 8 emotions in pairs of opposites: joy, sadness, anger, fear, anticipation, surprise, and trust, disgust. Each of these approaches sees all other human emotions as variations on a theme, a more or less intense version of a core emotion. For example, you may be thinking that love is missing from this list, but love would be grouped with happiness or trust. Most of us use the core emotions to express and communicate our feelings, often limiting our emotional vocabulary and our emotional experiences to happy, sad, angry, good, bad. This month, I challenge you to expand your emotional vocabulary into the nuances, branching out from these core feelings. Ecstasy and joy are far beyond just feeling happy. Rage and terror are much more acute and disturbing than anger and fear. More nuanced emotions require more involved, complex cognitive processes. The core emotions are more automatic. Our bodies and minds are hardwired to them and react instantly when we feel these ways. And the way humans look, our facial expressions, our body language, when we feel these basic core emotions, remains constant across cultures and languages. Sometimes the way we feel is a complex blended swirl of different core emotions and nuanced emotions. I have some resources to help you out down below in the video description, as well as a few websites you can check out for more on the theories I've mentioned. My congregation uses a set of monthly resources upon which we base worship and education for the month. We take a theme and base our Sunday services and our educational and other programming around this core spiritual theme. This month, the theme is widening the circle of concern, and that comes from a report done by the Commission on Institutional Change of the Unitarian Universalist Association to help us understand and deal better with how to dismantle the culture of white supremacy in our religious association. And I chose for my challenge this month, widening and expanding your circle of emotional awareness and your emotional vocabulary. And I did this because racial justice work is emotionally laden, even for the most woke people. Even the best of us will feel angry, ashamed, annoyed, disgusted, or apprehensive while doing racial justice work. The rage of the bigot all too often ends in terror or death for people of color. If we are to be serious about racial justice work, we need to be serious about openly and honestly dealing with our own emotional lives and expanding our emotional vocabulary. I hope you will undertake this challenge. It's a great challenge in its own right, and it's an even better challenge if you are engaged in social justice and racial justice work. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you take up this month's spiritual challenge to expand your emotional vocabulary. I would deeply appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, like it, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel. I'd also love to hear from you. Leave me a comment about what you think of this month's challenge about expanding our emotional vocabulary, or some of the theories we discussed in the video today. Thanks once again for being here. We'll see you next time.